Hello, how are you today? Hope you're feeling good. My name is Eman Hijazi, and today I will talk in my presentation in Emily Dickinson's famous poem I'm Nobody. I hope you will like it, and if you have any question, please don't be shy. I will answer the question with all pressure. I am nobody, who are you? By Emily Dickinson. I'm nobody, who are you? Are you nobody too? Then there is a bear so fuss, don't tell they advertise, How dare to be somebody, how public like a frog, to tell one name the livelong June to an admiring buck. This is a short poem. It contains a lot of dishes, question mark and exclamation mark. Emily Dickinson is one of America's greatest and most original poets of all time. She is a prolific writer. She wrote about in 180 poems, but when she was alive only about 10 poems were published. The majority of her poems was published after her death. The 10 poems which she published during her life were edited by the publisher. When she did, his sister published her poetry. However, its poetry was also changed in a way or another. Only around in 150. It was the first time when her complete real poetry published without being edited. Emily themes. The first, woman identify. The main theme is self-identify, all that goes with it. In the second, death. She was fascinated with death. In the last, experimentation. The form or the structure. All lines has 6 or 8 syllables. Expect the first one, it has 7 syllables. Emily could easily make them 8 by writing I'm instead of am. She is calling for isolation and she is waiting am inside the I, as if she hiding herself. This is support the idea of loneliness, and isolation. The poem is filled without internal realm, which highlight who she wants to live and isolated life to live inside rather than outside. This is a dialogue in the poem. In first stanza, she talking to the reader. In second stanza, she's talking about in a public. Or maybe she's speaking to herself and trying to convince herself that going to public is not God, because it's a sick society like a book. Internal conflict or identify critics. In the first line has a paradox. If she is nobody, so why she declaring she herself? In the American crickets, Bloom said there is a universal feeling of being on the outside. We identify with Emily because you don't have to be American feel this feeling to being outsider. She used two languages very unconventional way. She used a lot of dashes and capitalization. She capitalized nobody, somebody, bog and frog. The follow and ABC rhyme scheme to the first stanza you and to and no, it's if only half rhyme, so the rhyme scheme appears to AABC and she frequently uses rhyme. She links people in public frogs and the society to an book. Emily Dickinson chose to contrast her nobody in the first stance, somebody, a frog in the second, and use adjective tertiary to describe what is to the somebody. A lot of people live for expectation of other people. However, the poet wants to nobody and refuses to go to declare herself or communicate with other people. She wants to be alone and to live for herself. Like a frog is a simile. A frog go public at mating time when she male gather to find a partner and establish territory. So the action or to the speaker dull and boring and vulgar. Emily is saying no matter what you do, because the society will never expected you or to be happy without you did. So why would you spend all your life trying to please the society and be one of them? It's better to be nobody for myself than being somebody or other. Thank you.